Well, here's let's see if Buddy comes out over there. But I'll be out here for a minute. So anyway, here's another form of my social engineering. Chicago mayor, she came out talking shit, and it's hilarious. But what the hell happened last night? All three of those cars are parked on the other side of the street. But anyway, well, not the street, parking lot. With people who don't live here parked right here. So anyway, and this is so multifaceted. What I have to say, it's hard to say it without jumping to middle part, like starting. Somebody trying to explain something and they, start in the middle and you don't know. Like, what the fuck are you? It's like they know what they're talking about, but trying not to do that because this goes back fucking decades, 30-some years. What I got to say about her. Just basically the talking shit part again about somebody calling out, right? Because like I said, the problem is with her and all the other ones, Baltimore, all them other cities, LA and San Francisco, is like when you're screaming racism and this and that, trying to take over the White House. And it's not even a tactic just because you're attacking, Trump. It's really just the truth. And what happened is that what I've been saying is even we didn't speak out as as in other black people because the same tactic they used on the old white men. So if you're black and you spoke out, you were Uncle Tom and this and that and. It's the problem is the crackers running the country. That's why so much murders in D.C. D.C. got the most murders in Baltimore and shit like that. Oh, okay, you just shut up, and they was able to shut us all up. Anybody who say anything, and they're still trying the same thing. But it's like everybody is seeing and it's being exposed, and now they're trying the same tactics. Yeah, you better just shut up. You don't talk to me about my poor job performance. And like I said before, we're all like, okay, all right, put your head down. Okay, I didn't mean to say anything. It's just like a doctor gave you bad service and he just said, well, I'm black, that's why. And okay. I don't want to be a racist or I don't want to be a sellout coon, if you're black also. I don't want to say nothing. Okay, I lost my leg, but I guess I won't, file a malpractice suit because we're both black. I better not say nothing. If you're white, I'm not going to say nothing because I don't want to be a racist. I used to like my leg, but okay. You can't say nothing to me. Especially if it's a double minority. I'm a black female. You better not say nothing. Okay. Oh, if you black man, I don't want to be a coon, sellout, misogynistic, sexist. If I, say something about you lost my leg. If you're white, I don't want to be a sexist, white, racist male. You black female. I don't want to be a self-hating black female coon if I say something. I used to like my leg, though, but I guess I'll get used to it. That's literally the level. The incompetence. Well, not even the corruption, but there's incompetence. It's like if you're corrupt, you should be on top of your game. You can't be incompetent and corrupt. You're bad at being corrupt. All right, so let me get to what she said. If you ain't see it, she words. That's what I'm saying. So where to start? Because the words she said is like words I haven't heard, and the only people I heard use them words back in the day. I go way back to high school was gangbangers who were about to fight us, somebody, or even just somebody who thinks they're tough. But the reason I never said it, I think I'm tough too, but anyway, but not like they think, but because I never done nothing. Because what it is, you got to get called out for something, and you're wrong, like you really did it. Like say like a female who might say that somebody been talking about her because she been stealing all the time out of she always at the whatever, the 7-Eleven is stealing that every day. I see her stealing every, does she get wind of? You better keep my name out your mouth. See, it ain't that she ain't stealing. It's just you shouldn't be talking. That's the only, and this is way before this lady used it. She used that phrase yesterday. You better keep my, whatever day, a couple of days ago. Keep Chicago name out your mouth. The mayor. Only people I ever in my life heard that. And that, like I said, that was just back in high. They was doing something. And people said something about it. And that's the only time a black person uses that phrase, is because they really was, if it's a dude, somebody maybe, and this could be the dude wrong too, because it might be another dude telling this girl he cheating on her. And you already know why he doing it. Not because he think it's wrong and the other guy is such a low down dog and he's just doing what's right. No, it's because he's trying to get with her. The rest of us like, that's, you fucked up. You should beat your ass for that. Normally, you don't, hey, it's just, hey, he gonna get caught. He gonna be crying, when she leave him, but you ain't gotta, that's just, you just trying to fuck, nigga. And that's, get some game or something if you gonna try to fucking shit. But don't, I saw him, you better keep my name out your mouth. It is normal. That's normally, like I said, I don't agree with the keep my name out your mouth, except for that situation. But yeah, just basically you're doing something when somebody says it's like it's because you would think like the mayor, the guy, that's usually he's a Republican. He called her out about for the violence. And she says, she tweeted back, well, the guns come from the red states, and just because we have all these strict gun laws, y'all need to do something about it. Keep our name out. I don't know the whole, I ain't finna pull it up. But anyway, that's that in a nutshell. You can look it up for yourself. And, immediately I thought, like, wait a minute, well, how come the states where they're getting the guns from don't have as much violence as your state do? And they're leaving your state or shipping guns from other states to your state for them to use. But why do the states where they can just go and get them have the same violence level? They still have gun violence, but not like that. And, other people ask that question, like, why? So just in your city, they can't have guns. No, you got them there, like I said, like hostages. All of the guys, black guys in the neighborhood who grew up there, who got a job and decided not to go that route, they just basically naked without no pistols. And so that goes back to why I said like 30-something years ago in my city, literally, that's when I first started noticing and knowing about Chicago gangs, long time, like 80s, who are they? Just like they imported gangs out of our states, guns, in the 80s, your gangs came down to our cities. I know for a fact. Know plenty of them got 30 years in plus. They way up here now if they, survive. Well, ain't no if, I know they survive, And it's funny, ironically, because I used the phrase foot soldier yesterday. Oh, he came out right on time. When I was talking about them in my other video, I called them foot soldiers. But that's, that's a rank in one of those Chicago gangs. But, I just was saying that when I was calling, I called Nancy Pelosi and them the generals. And these just a little peon foot soldiers. That was the irony. I hadn't even, and that was yesterday morning. I hadn't seen that. The coincidence? I think not. That I would, had a vibe to say that, and I haven't said that in, I don't know how long. That word, because in high school everybody you start learning about it, like what the fuck, who, what, I thought it was all just them California gangs and, shit like that, all of them came, boom, that city, boom, boom, boom. Shit, like what the fuck, and recruiting all the kids. And so while she talking about the guns coming from the red states, it's like, and then that goes back to what I've been saying in all the other videos. Like, I know people who grown up with that, and in states like the red states, the black folks, the black guys our age, who grew up with that, who, that they don't have no feelings, they're legal carriers. And everybody talks about situations where they had to pull them, but they're legal. And this is before all of the hoopla about in the last 8 years, so they've been had, like I said, we call it just pistol permit. Where I'm from, just go get your pistol permit. You started learning about that when you're about 20 decades ago. And so it's no big deal. And so, like I said, when the motherfuckers say keep your name out, keep our name out your mouth, that mean they doing something. You ain't supposed to be talking, nigga, snitch. I ain't even gonna explain the snitch no more. Just leave us alone, motherfucker. But the problem is, most people probably would leave y'all alone, but y'all are out here, and doing all this, trying to affect the rest of the country and turn it socialist and turn it like your fucking city, in city and state, Illinois, with them strict gun control laws, and like everybody pointing out, how come? And like I said, same gang that's that originated from your city is in my city, but there's nowhere near that and the type of problem. Why? Because they know there's liable to be someone shooting back. And they don't have to run and peel off and this and that. They can talk to the black folks, and ain't nobody gonna be like, "Oh, we don't talk to police." No, shit, this is what happened. Yeah, I know who did it. Whatever. I give you this description. Do you have? Yes, I have weapons. You saw me put it down when y'all pulled up. Yeah, there's none of them things like on TV you be seeing like. In some of them cities, and it's usually them liberal cities where they call the police a black person and end up getting shot. And that's another thing, because they don't have, in our cities, they're supposed to be so racist, down south or whatever. You call the police out, nothing happened, nothing. No, but in New York or D.C., can't call the police because they beat it. You call police and end up getting shot. Well, I don't know why that happened. Down here, they know everybody's liable to have a pistol. You don't see all that. And so, yeah, she's the one who, just, like I said, you need to do your job instead of trying to threaten people that they can't say nothing about you because she's a black lesbian, a triple minority, or whatever you want to call it. And I tell you another reason. I ran into a truck driver when I was working with them guys at the beginning of the year. And I told you I stopped working with because they fucking super indoctrinated. That's how I knew it when he rolled up on me on one of these other jobs and, asked me to work with him. I already knew it, but I'm like, shit, let's just see where this go. I wasn't worried about it, but nah, I just can't do it and get conscious. I'm like, nah. He was really getting on my nerves, and it's like, I can't really. And he tried to, and this nigga was from the suburbs of Philadelphia. Like I said, he was fully indoctrinated with he was just the Bill Cosby and R. Kelly and all of this, right? And like no logic, just straight up, and it is really just like how they get mad when they think somebody don't know what they're talking about. I know for a fact, and I'm like, bro, it don't happen like that in prison. That shit. And he said, yes, it does. I seen Oz. I thought he was joking, but he was serious. And I'm like, because you're a gangster. I'm in my head. That's usually what I go to when I'm explaining what I've heard in real life from people who've been to prison. That ain't like Oz. He said, I see Oz like that's real, that, the guy's getting raped. But my point was, I don't know what the point is about R. Kelly, but, Chicago, but, Bill Cosby, again, it's he said spoke out. Uh, I guess I can't see how R. Kelly, he's not that bright supposedly what they tell us. That was another dead giveaway. Like if he's not so bright, how's he hypnotizing or whatever these girls are? And there's no way that it's just they was 20-year-old fast girls who just don't want to get a job and said, get a job at McDonald's or go live with R. Kelly. I don't know. Oh, he kept them girls from her parents. Again, why is it no one with common sense who was 20-year-old that once in their life too really just don't want to talk to their parents? One, because they know they're gonna ask for money. He's a celebrity. Two, they're going to pretend because they're not going to care because all they want is money, but they're really going to pretend it's the lifestyle because it's like 2-3 girls or whatever, so they doing all stuff together, so they don't want to hear it. So they really just themselves didn't want to call him. I mean, they say, well, he said, hey, I don't know, none of us were there, but to me, it just seems like they didn't want to talk to their family because, like I said, hell, a lot of black people go for it and you ain't go through it and you ain't even a celebrity. And I was just talking about because you got a good job. And you have to cut people off. It's not their money, so they like, I don't want to be, there's another thing. People asking you to ask somebody else for money for them. You know what I'm saying? That shit don't feel right. It's like, no, man, I can't, I had people say, I can't do that, man. Oh, man, I thought you, see? And they really get mad at you. And you're like, dude, I can't ask them for, And you like I said, you feel bad. It works. It feels, and better. You shouldn't even feel bad, but you can't help it. Like they really upset it. So, we're back to the mayor lady, and to keep your name out of my mouth, or your mouth. So, like I said, the guy. We're unloading it. So they make the driver, no truck drivers usually in general make money, but for this delivering this medical equipment, they make their big money. I mean, you gotta sound like one of them ignorants. Ooh, big money. Look at their career. But anyway, if you're working especially for this company delivering this across the country and delivering MRI machines and all types of sensitive medical equipment. So one of the guys, he's from Chicago. He's been doing it for like, I don't know how many years, decades, maybe. He's like 50 or something. And we're having a discussion, and for some reason it came up because he's from Chicago. And they worked with him a couple numerous times over the years, and so they know him. And, I guess they shooting the breeze. He has like a $250,000 house, and in Chicago. It was probably some other suburbs from Chicago. He's probably from Chicago, but his house, I know it ain't in Chicago, on the outskirts somewhere, for that much. And, he said something that made sense, though. He was like, well, it ain't really that big of a problem. And I didn't think about it because it was like when D.C. was heading the headlines, maybe in the 2000s, the murder rate. And it's because there's so many people, the population is so large, so you really doesn't affect you if you live in D.C., 900 people or whatever. I don't know the exact number, but there's like 1 million people there versus a city with only 180,000 people, and it's like 150 murders that year. That's way more chances, you're going to know somebody or this and that, the per capita, but... And, all the shootings, like last year, July weekend or whatever, it's like 5 people were killed and 10 altogether, 10 shot. And it's like, he's like, yeah, but it's so many, our population is so huge, he's blowing it off. He's like, again, like the mayor, don't talk about us, and them the ones I'll be talking about. See, he's a successful black guy, he got all this money. And he's like, it don't even affect the, how many people we got in Chicago. I wish people don't even, it's like you probably wouldn't even hear about it. Like right here, it was a shooting last night. I wouldn't know about it unless I looked, the news. And they're like, well, we're tired of this getting blasted. And like I said, I think y'all should just really just change the strict gun control law. Cause like people pointed out, because she thought she had a win with a tweet the other day, like, it's just, the guns coming from y'all states, and that's not a gotcha. See that? Shut up. It's like, why can't your people have guns? They can't control themselves. Where we're from, like I said, you grew up learning that people got guns, and it's not. There was no problems, no people just shooting each other. They still ain't had the same problems from your city. Yeah, drive-bys, yeah, but they were the same type. They had illegal guns. People who weren't supposed to have guns doing all that, type of shit. Who's gonna use their gun they bought legally to go do, a revenge gang shooting? No, you don't use the hot pistol that you can throw away. So even in our cities, but like I said, you're putting your citizens in a situation where they can't defend themselves against gun violence. And there's just so many here, there's so many here already. Why are you fighting it? We know that, and you use the incidents of now lately. And like I said, this goes back over 30-some years. But now all of a sudden you're using the incidents of the white boy mass shootings, as y'all call it. Like I said, we had mass shootings. I had seen mass shootings myself, but it wasn't from a white person. It wasn't called a mass shooting. It was called a fucking drive-by. You know what I'm saying? We walking home from school, 10th grade. Oh, shit. This was a long time ago. Long time ago, before the new millennium. We had a high school party. We having just like high school. Somebody gonna fuck it up, I bet. Sure enough, and that's what we would call it. Sometimes we just get in the party line. They already running. So they fucked it up already. Let's go. Somebody else start fucking shit up. But the point is, y'all use this hysteria. What is wrong with y'all people? Where y'all want this just so hysteria. This king is not a king on. I mean, I think they need their heads examined for real. Why in the fuck they believe? What's wrong with that weirdo? He just look like a weirdo, but why they want to take people's guns away? And also, like I said, someone who stands up to them, he thinks they're a king. He's a king. We're not gonna get ruled over. Why are those Waters and Pelosi so afraid of someone ruling over them one day? What is that? And I think they really are, but it's not just the money they stole, the corruption. They really think somebody's gonna come and be an emperor over them. It's like you can see it in their eyes, the lunacy. No, that's not gonna. What is wrong with these people? Like I said, they're so like the saying goes, you don't know you're tripping when you're tripping. For the translate, crazy people don't know they're crazy. So that's why they didn't have no problems. They still don't have a problem coming on national TV, worldwide television, doing what they're doing. Because they don't know it sounds crazy, and they can't and also remember they can't understand, because they were trying to explain first the quid pro quo. Oh well, people they're not, and getting mad. They're not understanding. That's the problem. People again didn't know like why calling people stupid. Their own people stupid. They just can't understand. No, they understand. It just didn't sound like that. And it's like I said, they don't care that there's tapes of them saying it 3 years ago. We're going to impeach him. We're going to impeach him. And they were just looking for something. And then you got people saying, see that, but it's like you can't, even if that, but it wasn't true. What they tried to do was basically introduce shit. If you watch one of those 90s court movies or TV shows where the judge strikes something that the clever lawyer says because he knew And then they give him the warning, to wag the finger. The next time you try that, then put you in contempt. Because he put in something that they already had deemed inadmissible. That's what they were trying, just but because the jury is striking it from the record, but that's not going. The jury already heard it. You can't unring that bell. And see, like I said, they're like, "What?" But say that should show he's so corrupt. And it's like that, he wasn't corrupt. And like Joe Biden, he's trying shit that I've heard only niggas say. He said, he's the one under investigation. It's like, no, because he wouldn't have had to ask that dude that. It's like we keep explaining. He found out there was corruption. So he's like, you got to, before you get this money. Like I said, I'm not giving somebody money who telling me, oh, I'm hungry, I'm starving. Like I said, if it's a stranger on the street, now you ask for $1 or something, fine. You tell me you're hungry, but you go buy a beer or liquor or Thunderbird, that's your thing. I ain't gonna see you no more in life ever, probably, But somebody who constantly coming back, a friend or this and that, yeah, a friend, because it's an ally, right? The country is an ally, right? Or whatever, giving them aid, coming back. Wait a minute, man, where's all the money going that I keep giving you? And these idiots are really saying because he asks, where's the, look into this, that's some kind of quid pro quo. Like, no, man, it's not. You got to do something. They have a one-track mind. And going back right quick to the Chicago lady, they're the ones with the gangster mentality. Keep a name out your mouth. And remember I kept saying in my other videos, it's like they've been watching too many of them Robert De Niro movies. Then he come out, oh, he's a scumbag Trump, and I would have disowned my kids if they did Trump kids, my kids did with just crazy shit. It's like you really been researching your roles so much that you think everything is the Godfather. You do me your kid. Godfather, I need a favor from you. I'm like, the rest of the world don't operate like that. Even the criminals, black gangs, there's no, do something. There's no Godfather sitting in the chair in the hood in the projects, doing favors. Only they think like that. And like I said, it shows where your mentality is. This has got to be. They heard that call. This is the. See Trump. We got him this time. He's so afraid of Biden. He got it. It's like, let's see what he's supposed to do. Find out where our fucking money going. And it turns out our money is going to like one Biden's son. You working for $10 an hour, but you so brainwashed. You defending the people who stealing your tax dollars. And the rest of the Democrats, y'all are fucking crazy. Don't want to know where this shit going to. Like, that's his job. That's what he's supposed to do. Where the fuck is this money going? And you're like, oh, y'all just believe that? No, bitch, you stupid. Because first of all, I see our cities. I've been through some of these cities. I had been there years ago. Almost 20-something, I've been through these cities. You grow up in some of these cities. And like I said, they've been in charge all of my life. I've seen what it's done. And like I said, it's hell. Some of us got survivor's guilt for making it out because of these motherfuckers. I don't want to hear it was a talking point. Nah, these motherfuckers was giving the money and giving charge because they voted them in. And y'all still want to defend these motherfuckers. Y'all crazy. Y'all get what y'all deserve. Everybody does, but like I said, whether you sowing the good land or sowing some rocks. Y'all sowing your seed in some rocks. And they're going to be mad because they don't grow. Well, why is that shit growing? Okay. You're a fucking idiot. That's why your shit ain't growing. We're too busy instead of, like I said, doing a good job like that mayor, and Pelosi and them too busy trying to find another way to win, spying, think, he's doing this and that. Instead of, the best way to do it is to do a better job. We'll break it down to just the simplest form, sports. Instead of spying on your competitor for that spot, You just go back and work hard at the gym. But no, instead, you spying on him, see who he's sleeping with, what he's doing. And then, I told you. It's like, why don't you just, work on your sprint. Work on this. Work on throwing the ball better. Why don't you do that? You spending time trying to see this and that, and it's not working. And he's just laughing at it. Then, yeah, that's another thing. It gets so emotional, and you see how his words, he's laughing at it. He's laughing at you because your job performance is abysmal, not because he's a bad person. It's because you fucked up and then have the nerve to get mad and file a complaint because you can't do your job. It don't work like that in life. It's just you can't. Oh, well, they hurt our feelings. Hurting your feelings is not a reason to get somebody fired, unless all we got is racial laws and sexual harassment. But if we just called your job performance bad, you can't say, well, it's because I'm a black woman. No, it's because these numbers right here say your job performance is bad. That's why he talked about you. And nobody's standing for that victim shit. I could do it too because I'm black. But I never done it. Like I said, if I come with it, you really have to done something. And I know, like, wait a minute, let me go back and make sure. It's been a lot of years. And nowadays, all you got to do is Google it. Like I said, when I was getting this little certificate a couple of months ago, just to stand out there and be one of the guys that, hold a stop sign at the construction site, because it makes sense you got to do that because it's just a little, like, 2-hour class, but whatever. It's still got to be certified. But, because construction, whoever's running that site to get fined, if the guy is just some guy they just let, hey, hold the sign, because especially on them streets that only got 2 lanes, so one lane is set off and bam, head on. But anyway, but this had nothing to do with it. What they were getting at me about was because I said something. And like I said, I wasn't complaining and whining. This is a fact. And they were mad because I, wanted them to have water. I was like, you got to have, and this was at another job, another company. But the girl giving the class, she brought it up. Little asshole. Just dumb, stupid. Don't even realize the own laws. And you're up here certifying people. And you don't even know the workplace laws. And that's common sense. He said, no, they don't have to supply water for you. This is summertime, 90 degrees. You got to bring your own. No, you got to bring, if you want Gatorade or something, with like that. But water, you're supposed to have water. Y'all stupid as fuck. What do these people fall out from heat exhaustion and heat stroke? That's a lawsuit. It is not they supposed to have their own. No, they're not. You're supposed to supply that. I don't know why y'all is fighting about this. It's not that hard to buy the big, orange can they have at the side of football games. Why is that so hard? Why are you purposely? And the people in there, they're all going along with it because they're gang stalkers. They're all going along with it. Yep. Yeah, bring your own. No, you don't have to bring. You bring your own lunch. You bring your own soda. You bring your own Gatorade. But water, you are supposed to have. That is a law. No, they don't have to supply water for it. Yes, they do. This is, like I said, y'all so fucked up in the head and spying on people and spying on me at other jobs. You thinking I'm whining and that's all you come up with. I'm whining. No, bitch, because I know it. And like I said, that is a federal law. You are supposed to have water. You're supposed to, if I say, look, I need to go get me some water, and then you're trying to make fun, like, I can't handle the job or whatever. And it's like, see, that's what make it worse. And now you're mad because I came back even harder. And like I said, that's what I told her. I'm like, you already know because you're gang stalkers. You can't fuck with me. When it comes, I'm going to make you mad talking shit. I'm going to make you want to fight. And then on top of it, she ain't going to get your ass beat. So she going to start talking shit, get your ass beat, and there's nothing you can do about it because you started it. And that's a fact, and you know it, and you've seen it happen before. That's the thing. You better talk to your gang stalking boss, who got my record on gang stalking file or whatever. I'm not bragging. On job sites, so it don't matter how tall it don't on the ground, laid out. So yeah, you just keep believing this dumb shit they keep telling you. That's another thing. I don't fall for dumb shit. Never have. That's not. That's where I had to know that. That's when even before I found out there was a actual program, what kept me out of trouble. All of the motherfuckers that I know passed on, knowledge and or either just finding out what happened to them or what happened to Floop or what happened to Peanut or whatever the fuck, you know. So no, I don't do. It's not out of fear. It's just common sense. It's not, it's just stupid. I know what I can do. They like I said, they get their shit from the gang stalkers and TVs and rap music, and you could tell they just go running their miles. And like I said, they might hear me because of the spine. That's what you get for spine. It's a word. That's another thing we used to say. The tough guys in my neighborhood. You're listening too hard, meaning you just heard part of the conversation. So with them, like with Trump, you're listening too hard. And I been starting to notice what happened. They might see me go off on somebody, as the gang stalker, like them walking by, and so they think they could do it. They try to do it, scream on me, or I'll see street theater. Like back then, I didn't know what it was, but I'll see street, and I just knew they were making fun of me, or not fun of me, or mocking me, because I see two people and one person just going off. And it's supposed to make you feel like, because the other person is like really being berated, and I'm like, is that supposed to be? And back then I'm like, this is impossible. But the person I was talking to, I'm not berating him for no reason. See, they don't see as a gangster, they might have saw the whole situation, a part of the situation, and didn't know what was going on, listening too hard. And so they just take it just like what they say about Trump. Oh, harsh words. Our feelings are hurt, but nobody cares. We don't care because that person did a bad, horrible job. Then on top of it, tried to play victim to cover up their horrible job, and he shouldn't. For him calling out on their horrible job is, oh, I'm a woman, you can't do that. The ambassador lady that got fired, and he threatened me. See, he's threatening me even now. No, he said you did a horrible job as ambassador when that Obama and them should have fired you. But now they didn't fire you because they was all corrupt with you. Oh, that's intimidation. That's not intimidation. And first of all, like I said, the first time I saw that a couple of weeks ago when she was testifying, I'm like, wait a minute, you can't handle tweets. So how in the fuck are you an ambassador anywhere? And a tweet rattles you to your bones. Oh, this is scary. Oh Lord. You don't know. You shouldn't have been. You just proved you shouldn't have been ambassador. And they so dumb. The mainstream media